Wednesday, April 19th, 1989. You arrive at B-Side Video Rentals with adventure in your heart. You spy a title from across the room. Its cover calls out your name. A woman clings to a sexy jungle safari boy holding a machine gun, or some other type of gun, I have no idea. There's a switchblade guy, a Bengal tiger, explosions, horses, and for some goddamn reason there's a cobra shooting lasers out of its eyes directly into the Bloodstone. Hello, welcome to B-Side Video Rentals. This is Jeremy Briggs.
And Jenny Wenger.
Hey, girl.
Hey. I missed you when I was in Vegas with my mom.
Oh.
That's the worst thing. Yeah.
It's the worst thing when you're forced to hang out with family.
Ew. But we were in your home state of Nevada.
Oh, did you get corrected while you were there?
No, I dared not say it. Just like happy to be here. But she wanted to stay at Circus, and I felt like such a bitch because I was like, I'm not staying at Circus. Like literally, I didn't do that when I was very poor, and I shall not be doing that now.
But I loved going to Circus when I was a kid.
Yeah, I used to go there in my early 20s, drunk off my ass and ride the rides.
Okay, I was a teenager at most.
Yeah.
Because they had a great arcade.
That is true. There were water rides indoors, and I was like, this should be a problem.
Reno's Circus was not that. They had an arcade and the occasional flying trapeze show. That was about it for our Circus.
Yeah. Well, it smelled like mildew when I was there, and it was like where you knew these were the parents who couldn't get a babysitter, so they had to bring their kids too, and they just were hammered, and the kids they're like, it's fine, they're in like a gate thing. So I switched her to Paris, and I think she took it upon herself to act like every elevator ride was her moment to perform.
Wait, isn't it Perry?
It's Perry. I think I said Paris twice because I was traumatized by Circus. It's just Perry.
Oh, it's Perry?
Yeah.
I wish she was Perry.
Perry. She shut the elevator and she goes, hey, do you guys remember that Barney song, Amy's Getting in the Water? And everybody just was like, why are you talking about this?
I don't know that song. Do you need to sit?
Amy's getting in the water. But everybody's just like, please shut up, ma'am. You're so weird. Which so is the movie we watched this week.
Oh, yeah. But before we get into the movie, is it time for the news?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. Wednesday, April 19th, 1989. And these are your national current events. I hope I screamed into the microphone enough. Grupo Nietzsche from Colombia stepped into the New York salsa circuit on Monday night at the Salsa Meets Jazz series, saying they wish they wore shoes because it was squishy in their toes. How about you, Jenny? You ever dipped your toes in the salsa scene?
Well, that's how I paid my rent in my 20s.
Oh.
It was before OnlyFans.
You just had to do it in the bag of a wet t-shirt club.
Yeah, bitch had to find a way. They were like, it's for the students at the art school. And I was like, whatever you say, dude, thanks for the check.
He filmed it.
Yeah, It's like, why is your dick hard?
Jeez.
Sorry.
I'm confused. Isn't this art?
Right, yeah, this is for students. Primetime network television viewership has declined again for the 6th consecutive year. Network executives are blaming the writer's strike, cable television, and most of all, they blame their parents.
It's not my fault, Jenny. It's my parents.
Oh, we know how I feel about that one. Thieves. Thieves have returned one of 3 Vincent van Gogh paintings stolen from the Kröller-Müller National Museum in December in the hope of getting a $2.5 million ransom. Police recovered the painting unharmed from the trunk of a parked car without paying the ransom. Begging the question, can we really trust the police?
Can you? You're not going to pay your ransom bills? Come on. I don't trust that. Evander Holyfield has signed a 2-fight deal with Showtime out of frustration with his attempts to get a title shot against champion Mike Tyson. Don King, Tyson's advisor, is said to want easier paydays before turning attention to Holyfield. Which is ridiculous. I mean, I always go Skittles over payday. Who buys a payday?
Gross people. I mean,
Your grandfather buys a payday.
It's not real peanut butter, and it's not even the good fake peanut butter.
They're not real peanuts.
They were like chalky.
Just 5 years after the wheelchair division was officially accepted as part of the Boston Marathon, 5 competitors surpassed the world best performance. So it appears the wheelchair division is up on its feet.
Jeremy, you just got us canceled.
What?
Canceled.
I did? What if I said the wheelchair division was officially up and running?
Canceled.
God damn it.
A sheriff's office in Fort Lauderdale has manufactured more than 20,000 worth of their own crack to use in undercover operations to arrest street buyers. Some members of the community are outraged, accusing the sheriff's department of taking jobs away from the locals. You can't make crack? That's my job.
You're taking their jabs, policeman. You already have one. You're doubling up?
I make crack. I make crack and I'm a foot porn star. Get out of my stuff.
You can't take that. You ain't qualified.
The Minnesota Supreme Court has ruled that warning labels on cigarette packs do not give tobacco companies blanket immunity from lawsuits by victims of lung cancer and other smoking-related illnesses. It's more like Afghan immunity, where you can stick your fingers through the blanket.
Yeah, Afghan blankets.
I used to love those. They used to use them as tablecloths, too. You remember that when we were kids? They'd throw one of those blankets over it.
They used an Afghan blanket for a tablecloth?
Well, maybe that was just in the South. They're like, we got cigarette burns on the other one.
We only use fine lace in all tablecloths. Michael Perlis, a 36-year-old magazine executive, has been named Hugh Hefner's successor as Playboy magazine's publisher, stating he only publishes it for the articles.
Yeah, sure you do, perv.
Yeah, you perv.
You dirty.
The Food and Drug Administration ended its special investigations of fruit from Chile. The inspection turned up no evidence of poisoning after 2 grapes were found to have traces of cyanide in them. So it appears you never got my gift basket, did ya, Jenny?
You son of a bitch. A new study of over 6,000 union members found that 1 out of every 4 believed that they had retired too early, stating that their Social Security checks just weren't enough to sustain their heavy coke addictions.
No, it's not.
So we're still having the same problems.
We're still the same problem.
New York designers scored well among retailers after last week's fall ready-to-wear shows, and Isaac Mizrahi's Scottish tartans collection certified his status of a rising star. The big loser of the night, the Flesh Suits of Thine Enemies collection.
Flesh suits are more of they don't scream autumn.
That's a winter's collection.
Bush administration officials are discussing several new proposals for modifying the United States positions in the strategic arms talk. My extra set of strategic arms, they'd be on my hips so you could pick things without bending over. Tensions are high in a small New England town as a pair of newcomers moved in and filed a lawsuit against the town's century-old clock, for waking them in the middle of the night. The city says the clock is so old, the laws don't apply. It's been grandfather clocked in.
That's a good one.
See, I wish it flowed better, but there's no better. But here, I put those two duds of jokes so you could really send it home with this solid gold joke, Jenny.
You know how I soar on the wings of a good joke. Henry C. Howells, a huge influence in popularizing French wines in the U.S., died on Monday at the age of 88. His last words to his children were, "I'll give you something to French wine about." Fuck off.
Like my finest hour in comedy writing.
We're all just so proud to have you, Jeremy.
And that was your not so current event. So, Jenny, what did we watch?
Well, it was the adventurous movie Bloodstone from 1989.
Yes. I wish I watched the right movie. I'm kidding. I did. I was sincere. I go, Jesus.
Oh, what are we going to speak about?
Bloodstone from Omega Entertainment?
It is 38% on the popcorn score.
Oh.
That's not actually bad.
Good for them.
I think it's kind of rude when you have that high of a thing and it's like the popcorn is tipped over and poured. It's like when the popcorn's about half full, it's not like that embarrassing.
Hey, 38% is not bad.
No, especially for this kind of film. The jewel was beautiful. I'm ahead of myself, but I was just like, it looked like candy. Every time I thought, I'm going to just,
it looks
like a ring pop.
The novelty candies, like those gummy bears that are like a foot tall. It's like one of those, but a ring pop.
Yeah.
A foot tall ring pop.
When somebody was trying to figure out if it was real or not, I was like, fucking shit, dude. Just use your eyes.
So the film is Bloodstone, starring Rajinikanth, who is a huge star in Tamil cinema.
Oh my God, I love him.
Yeah, he's apparently a big star in India.
He
has
should
been
be
for a long time.
I'm glad. At least one country's getting it right.
Brett Steinley, who played Sandy McVeigh, yes. And did you know, fun fact about him, I was just going through his IMDb, I was like, oh, he played this, he did this. 4 times he played John F. Kennedy. 4 times, more than any other actor. He
was very charismatic.
He did in The Watchmen, Transformers Dark of the Moon, Parkland, and Kill the Dictator. So he's just really good at playing dead. No! So evil. A.R. Nichols, who she played Stephanie McVeigh.
Who I love the sass she brought.
Okay.
I enjoyed her a lot. She was such a rude, cunty bitch.
Both of those adjectives?
Yes, she was doing all of the most stuff. It was so good.
She's in a film with Bronson Pinchot called Hot Resort, so we'll have to check that out.
We'll have to check that out.
And then we had Charlie Brill in Brown Face.
Oh my God, was that the detective?
Inspector Ramesh, yeah.
Oh my God, he was a big fan of Pink Panther.
Indeed he was.
Clouseau.
His biggest claim to fame is he was in the first season of the original Star Trek in probably the biggest episode of Star Trek, which is The Trouble with Tribbles.
Wow.
He was a Klingon in that. And he got the job because he was friends with Leonard Nimoy. Got the audition. Not the job, the audition. Well, I mean, after he did that, he went on to do Laugh-In. So he had actually a long career as a character actor.
Wow.
But,
there's hope for us yet, Jeremy.
And the director is Dwight Little. He directed Halloween 4.
That's dope.
Marked for Death. Murder at 1600. But most importantly, Free Willy 2. The Adventure.
Oh my God. Hell yeah. Love me some Free Willy.
Gross.
I didn't act on it.
So the film opens up in the year 1221. The princess has died.
Yes, and they're having a parade.
You're having a parade. And the part of this here that just confuses the hell out of me, they have a guy walking up with a giant, like, scimitar sword, right?
Yes.
And it's made of glass.
Yeah.
What?
Why?
What the hell would a glass sword
That would
do?
Be a horrible idea.
You'd get one swing.
I'm sure that they had other things to make swords out of in the 1900s.
I'm sure. But that's just one be like, it's India. We don't know what they have access to.
Oh my God, the most American thing we could say.
Yeah.
I don't know. Third world country.
What am I going to do? Go over there and do research?
I don't have a passport.
You thought you could, like, go get a picture. It's a big thing.
Why I want to go anywhere when I'm here in America, the best one.
It's the best one. So there's some ritual there where they touch this scimitar to the bloodstone, and then and I don't know I could not fathom what that was all about.
No.
Did you comprehend what was happening? They were cursing it? Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was like if anybody tried to take it from India, it would be cursed. And so that's later on mentioned too. When he says, you have that, don't fuck with that.
Yeah, but
Sham is like, anybody who has that, misfortune.
Yeah, but if Sham truly believed that, why were the actions he took later in the film?
I know. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of continuity with him.
So, India today,
very modern.
We meet Sandy and Stephanie, who work in textiles.
Yep. And I immediately, whenever they meet the friend, who's very...
Friend quotes?
Yeah. He's clinging to a bag and he sits down in front of them and he's very nervous.
Could not be sketchier. They like sprayed him down with sweat before he got on screen.
And he's in a seersucker suit, which always equals douchebag to me.
I thought he was actually pretty enjoyable.
Enjoyable. Yeah, he was good. I liked him.
Paul Laurie is his character's name.
Yeah, he was a lovable loser.
Jack Keller is his name.
Oh, cool. The McVeys, the rich couple who are...
Oh, cool. I needed that information.
Cool, I don't give a shit. I'll never look at it again. I'm kidding. I did like him. So the McVeys are this couple who are on their honeymoon. He is a retired cop.
He's retired. He's in textiles.
Yeah, he works in textiles. So they're sitting with this guy, and he's reading the paper, and he reads something about the Bloodstone being stolen.
But what I love is that the font on the newspaper, it could not possibly be bigger. It is so comically large.
Yes.
It takes up the whole page. Bloodstone has been stolen.
And they said, how did you read that to the thief guy?
How did you read that so quick? I don't know. It's like 8-inch font.
So then McVeigh starts making fun of the amateur who stole it. He said the Titanic was built by professionals. Noah was an amateur. I love that line. That was one of my favorite lines of the whole movie. What I also love about this conversation, the introduction of these characters and this character, is out of nowhere. He's like, favorite sexual position?
No, how come we always talk about our jobs and not our sexual orientation? Like, what? How about you? And he's like, huh?
Like, what? Are you trying to fuck me?
What's going on? What a weird...
your honeymoon. That is so bizarre. You know it should be an icebreaker.
Hey, you gay or not? We have to meet kind of an ensemble at this point, right? We kind of switch, or we go straight to the fountain scene.
I think it was the fountain scene because I wrote here just random ass tits in the hot tub, and the guy just stood there staring.
Not only are there random tits, it's like it's obvious that it's a fountain. But they're using it as a swimming pool. Like, it's 2 feet deep. There was no sense of saying, like, this was used for swimming, but they're pretending it's all we got, and we need
this shot of these tits, okay? Just emerge from the 2-foot fountain.
But there's like 8 women swimming in this 2-foot fountain. It's ridiculous.
I love it. But there's only one that just is topless.
Yeah. And a completely unnecessary cutaway to her. It was just like, because she probably wasn't there on the day. And the director was like, how come the tits didn't show up?
And then they just get a lady
the
with
reshoot.
a big hard nipple sticking out. Hi. It's so great. And it's like, hey, excuse me, time to go to your meeting. Oh, okay. I was just watching the tits in the fountain.
And that's where we meet Van Hoven for the first time.
Yes, the Dutch man.
Ludwig van Hoven, played by Christopher Neame, who is so big when he comes in.
Yeah.
I like
him too. He's not your average bad guy. Like, he seems like a postal worker, or you know,
like everything that he does, it's just like he's so evil, but it's like
no, he's not.
Like, his whole thing is just like stealing jewelry, and that's it.
Yeah. And liking fun women around.
And so after we have that little scene, and we probably cut back and forth with the train, then we meet Sham Sabu, played by Rajinikanth. And we have this older couple, right?
Yeah. And for me, when this starts, I'm like, this is so weird. What is the point of this? Then you find out the point of this.
Well, right, because they're like, we need to be there immediately. That classic trope of like, get us there on time. Car chase.
Yeah.
He's like hitting people on stretchers.
People
totally
died.
Not chair.
Yeah, falling from roofs.
I got you on time. You owe me the 100 whatever.
Rubies, rubles, rubies. It's
you rubles. Owe me the 100 rapies.
Rapies, yeah. Canceled.
No.
But yeah, he was really cool, and I liked all of his like.
You just kind of immediately, you're like, this taxi driver's. What is going on with this taxi driver?
Yeah, and he just takes
He's like
bags
flipping
out,
cigarettes into his mouth.
Yeah, he
like
slapped
he just like
one.
He slapped
like we hold something.
No.
Slap.
Slap it into my mouth.
But he had the coolest hair, just feathered back like a dream.
Yeah. Then we meet Inspector Ramesh.
Yes.
Who
is doing brown face.
He's 100,000% doing his version of Inspector Clouseau. Like, that is not even remotely.
Not hiding it.
Yeah, not at all. Like, even towards the end of the movie, he steals a Clouseau bit. Like, straight the globe, the spinning globe. I was like, you can't. I know this is an homage, but you can't. That's a famous one.
Yeah, it was insane. He was just a nightmare.
The problem with that is he's actually pretty good at what he's doing. His pratfalls are pretty good. His delivery, his timing are pretty good, except he's playing a complete moron in brown face. 2 big actors in India, like to their face in India. Not only is he doing that accent.
Why does it?
What is supposed to be perfect? Whoa!
Why did you choose this?
No, stop it. We're all uncomfortable. So it's like all the stuff that he did really well just flushed down the toilet because you're like, I'm so uncomfortable with what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine watching the film in the 80s going like, he's nailing it.
Right after the old people ride, there's that whole pigeon carrier thing.
What?
Where they let the pigeon shit on their face.
Oh. Because Inspector Ramesh, He's like, I don't really trust these, blah, blah, blah.
Cancel.
I need to stop doing that. But he's like, I only trust pigeons. And they goes up, that wasn't my pigeon.
And then it shits on his face again. Shits on that guy's face and shits on his face. Oh my God. I can't even imagine like sitting there and thinking. But here's the thing. It made me laugh.
It got you a laugh.
Exactly. Look, I'm like, how could they think that was something you should do? And then I'm here laughing about it.
They get off the train and Paul Laurie, he's like convinces this couple, Sandy and Stephanie, to like, I'll carry your stuff for you. He's super nervous. He knows people are after him. So he hides the Bloodstone, which we all knew he had. He didn't really. It felt like they were trying to hide it, but not. I don't know.
Yeah.
So he hides it in her tennis bag and then runs away and gets caught by Inspector Ramesh. And who is their taxi driver? None other than Shan Sabu.
Yeah, he was so good. And then he clumsily, when he gets onto their hotel, he clumsily gets their bags.
Their bags, of course.
So the jewel falls in his tire. Foreshadowing that he's going to need that tire later.
Yeah. Saying that he is well prepared for a flat tire. And then Sandy says immediately, if all people from India are this nice, I'm going to like it here. And what happens immediately after that? Shem runs people off the road.
Get out of my fucking way.
Because they're like following him and he's like, oh, you guys want to do this? Runs them off the road. Car explosion, murders them.
Yeah. But I also like that she's saying he's so nice when he took their bags out and he's just throwing them on the ground like, if you're fucking done.
Get out of my car.
No, he's so nice. That's a lady in the 80s. Well, he didn't punch me.
During this whole traveling thing, when they leave the train station, there's several different groups. There's the police officers, and then there's these random hooligans everybody's got eyes on all the different moving parts. So some people are like, okay, so we know Paul Laurie stashed it with these people or whatever. So they're being followed. And I love that, like, immediately when Sandy and Stephanie are in their hotel room, they just get right to it.
It's time to get down.
And these people are going to sneak into their thing when they're hooking up in the bathtub.
And just like, for one, they're not at all interested in listening. It's like they're just...
First of all, they enter, knock something over, and Sandy is...
He's eating her out underwater, which, by the way, who can do that?
Don't. And he pops up and he's like, what was that?
You were underwater.
How did you hear that underwater? My ears don't work like that.
Yeah.
Telling me Sandy is a great ex-police officer.
That's awesome.
And she's like, never mind what that was, because she could care less. She's like,
you're going back under. You got business to do.
So these guys are like sneaking through the place, and they're being like, Stephanie's being loud.
Yeah.
It is. It could not be more obvious what is going on behind
She was
that
performing
door.
Like it was prom night.
But then these guys are like, they seriously say, I mean, it's in ADR, but they go up like, hey, what's going on in there?
I've never heard sex.
The door opens and out comes Sandy in jeans, no top.
That was
dry,
badass.
But as dry as could be.
Yeah.
And he kicks both of their asses.
Yeah, in those jeans, wet jeans, he kicks both of their asses. It's like,
oh, I thought he was dry, but if they were wet,
but this is the thing. He just got out of the tub and yanked on jeans. But what a baller move. Like, I'm going to kick your ass in tight-ass Jordache jeans.
Oh, boy, did I enjoy that one.
The last thing I want to say about that, I have a note here that says, that is the hardest kick I have ever seen, shirtless, wet in jeans. And he says, I'll let room service deal with it.
He does.
Like, what a badass motherfucker. I just come and destroy hotel rooms. They'll deal with it. You could tell he was a cop.
So they're coming after them a second time, this time in the night market.
Yeah.
And he says the line, "Oh, we've got trouble." And then Stephanie's like, "Well, so does every couple, but we'll get through it."
Oh,
No,
yeah.
babe, we got real trouble.
And then the watermelon showdown starts.
The watermelon showdown. It just, what are we, like, it was on set. Wait, we've got a sword and watermelons.
Gotta do it.
Got it, guys. We got to toss some watermelons.
And this is where Sandy's ongoing bathroom joke starts.
I love that you picked up on the ongoing bathroom joke. Because they were driving me bonkers. Because that's where I want to do my on-set speculation.
Yes. It's like, did she think they didn't hear her? Well, obviously they didn't get that. I should say it again.
No, to me, that was all like every ongoing bathroom joke. Every one of them was ADR. So this was after they shot the entire film.
And they're like, there's something there.
And then could you imagine just like showing up and being like, oh, wait, when did we shot the entire film and now all of a sudden I have IBS? What is happening?
I really need to go to the bathroom.
I need to go. Seriously, I gotta go.
Seriously, where is a bathroom?
Be a bathroom wonder. And even the last line in the film.
Final line in the movie.
Don't mean to get too excited, but is that a bathroom? Like, did you not go to the bathroom?
You still
yet?
haven't taken a shit?
Or did you really just have to go to the bathroom all the time? What is it? Because if that's the case, I feel like I have different feelings about the scene before when they're doing it in the bathtub.
Yeah. It's like, it's dangerous down there, Sandy.
That's why Sandy does it in the bathtub.
This dirty bitch is shitting all day.
It's the only time this is something I could do.
Oh my God.
I did not plan on going to this
crying.
place.
Oh my God, it was the best. It was the best. I was just like, why does she just keep bringing this up?
Just go to the bathroom, girl. And then I love, like, he like pulls her aside and he's like, I'll distract him. You run. Like, why are you splitting up? That makes no sense.
Right, why are you splitting up? And then he jumps over that wagon and they shoot it. It's just full of different colors of powder. I was like, is this a cartoon? It like blew up a blue powder and then a red powder. I'm like, what is happening?
India is very colorful.
Very colorful. They put a little bit of that Bollywood spin on it.
Yeah.
So now the two guys have Steph. They take her off. After they knocked him out so weakly.
Well, they hit him in the back of the head with a club or something.
Yeah, but it was like a... And he's like...
Because he like walks up to the group. Give me back my wife.
I even wrote very Borat. My wife.
Give me back my wife.
My wife.
And this predates.
Yeah, it does. I think I see who got inspired.
I love how she runs away. When she runs away before she gets captured, she's just like, where's the bathroom? And looking like back and forth. Like that's all she cares about. He's like, run for your life. We're going to die. Oh, I got to.
And now the driver is with the gang. They're working together.
Yes, the people that capture him are different people because Sham says, you're lucky my people got you first.
Yes.
He's like, who are you?
He's got his switchblade.
Yeah. And you're
He's
like,
so
who
cool.
is this cab driver?
Yeah. And then he says, everyone in India is related.
Yeah.
It's like, what? I don't think that's correct. This is my cousin and this is my uncle.
So what you're saying is you're on the wrong side of the law. The law's on the wrong side of me.
Yeah. And this is where I think a big pivotal moment happens because he pulls up to a guy and tells him, he talks to a guy on the street, gives him money, and he says, the streets never lie.
Bitch, I'm on the street all the time. I be lying.
Yeah, because this comes up again later, but they take the lady out, and he's covered in lipstick, the guy. That's what I have next.
He tells Ramesh, he's like, this is where I'm going to be. I'm going to go get a hooker, and I'm going to be at this place at this time.
Seersucker criminal
before
guy.
Before that even happens, he gets out the first time with Inspector Ramesh. And he's like, okay, I got to go get the Bloodstone now. So he goes to Sandy and Stephanie's hotel room while they're dealing with their being chased moment. And he grabs her tennis stuff and he's getting off. He's
Jeremy. Cancel.
He's leaving.
But
trying
that's
to get
what he's
away.
doing.
That's what he's doing. He's getting away. And of course, Inspector Ramesh shows up and he's like, I got you. You didn't think I would. You didn't think I was that stupid, blah, blah, blah. And he opens up the tennis gear and he's like, what kind of man steals a woman's balls?
Balls? Oh my God.
That's the line of the film.
Of course you love that one. That one was insane.
And
he stuck on it so hard too.
Well, what kind of? He almost did the freaking thing again. Roll his voice. So he does that. Then after they let him go the second time, he said, this is where I'll be. And so he does go get a hooker. And Sham and Sandy they discuss their whole thing. And then they go out and they're like, well, we got to talk to him, figure out what's going on. Because Sham does not tell Sandy that he has the Bloodstone, that he found the Bloodstone. He's in that scene when he meets up. He's like, you missing anything? Huh? He's like, yeah, my wife. Duh.
Yeah.
And so they come up with this whole plan. They go to try to find Paul Laurie, figure out what's going on. Of course, while they're there, the hooligans show up again. This is what I love. When they try to get away because they hear the bad guys, and then they go hang on the fire escape. And then Paul Laurie gets a knife
he gets
in
killed.
the back, and he's dangling on top of them. I loved that shot. I just wish they followed it through a little more because it had such potential for
it was
like
over.
some physical comedy things. But they're like, no, leave that to Charlie Brill.
Yeah, it was a missed moment.
And so they're escaping, and of course, Inspector Ramesh sees them, and he's like, I gotta go after them. So he starts his car. It's not working. He gets down to tires flat.
God.
He starts hitting his car. The horn goes off. It's this insane. This is like the
carts are pulling up
over and he like lifts up the hood to try to get the horn to stop. It won't stop. So what does he do? He shoots the engine. Like, this is where you're like, if you weren't already such a caricature and a non-realistic type of a person, and that's the difference between Clouseau and what he's doing, is just like, they're so big and just not at all believable in any way. And where you're just like, oh God, he did no. It feels like he's trying so hard for the joke.
Yeah, it's bad because for me, it just gives me stress when somebody does something like shoots an engine, shoots a car.
You just go, that is so stupid. I mean, you had a hard enough time with the breaking his own TV, let alone pulling a gun out and shooting an engine.
This shit stresses me out.
You're like, oh God, how much does it take to repair that?
What in the Ben Stiller are you doing right now?
That's going to take years to work that off. Like, that was the moment where I realized, like, oh, the director, and I had to look it up because Dwight Little, he didn't, that's his only comedy. It's his only comedy. He does action movies. And it's so obvious that he didn't understand comedy. And everything in it is just a misfire on the jokes. Not every. I mean, there are some jokes that do hit, but it just feels like it just didn't work. And
you gotta try a different genre, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, he started, like, he did Halloween 4, and he didn't do a lot of horror, but action kind of became his thing, and I think all the action stuff really worked. It's just the jokes were
not
so
much,
far off that it made everything feel odd.
Yeah, but there were moments that I really enjoyed.
There are.
Like the one I'm about to talk about, where they're together, and it's the weirdest fight ever.
Yes.
Okay, the door comes, the guy's there, he just punches the guy in the face.
And that's what I'm talking about, where it's just like they on set were like, wait a minute, what if you this delivery guy gives you something, take it, close the door, open it, punch him, he'll smile at you, and then you close the door again. Like,
so
that
good.
Makes no sense.
But
it makes no sense.
I was just like dying.
He makes me angry.
Punch him, and then they get in a fight.
I love the fight because it's like
So good.
They get like the whole delivery thing. That's all dealing with Van Hoven thing. Like, I've got your wife. Give me the Bloodstone. And he's like, I don't have the Bloodstone. And Sean's like, I got it. He's like, you son of a bitch. And so we have like a minute-long fight. And so they're fighting. They launch themselves into the bathroom. You just for like 20 seconds, you just hear
destroying everything.
And then right before they leave, the toilet flushes. This one, like, what? It's so stupid.
Somebody got a swirly, bitch.
Nobody got a swirly. Nobody was wet. If they were wet, I would have been like, got them.
No, they took a bathroom break. Somebody just needed to go.
And so then they stop. They're tired because, a minute of fighting is exhausting.
Oh, exhausting.
And they're like, I don't trust you. I don't trust you either. What a perfect relationship.
And then we see her, Stephanie, in a beautiful pink house. This Dutch man who's obsessed with having pretty women around lives in a pink house.
It's not a house, girl. It is the biggest goddamn palace
It's a palace.
ever seen.
But he doesn't touch or mistreat any of them. He just wants to have dinner parties and let them swim and let them sass mouth him.
I hope you're comfortable. Which this begs the question, did she not use the bathroom there?
Yeah. This guy's basically dressing you up and letting you do whatever you want.
Hey, this is and all she used to say is like, don't think I'm impressed. I grew up in a house like this. Like, what?
No, you didn't, bitch. We don't have palaces like that in America.
Palaces.
But she just wants to be a bitch for the sake of being a bitch, and that's why I like her. And then she gets the lowdown from the butch guy, is what it says. I don't know what that means.
From the butch guy?
Oh, no, it might be bitch guy. Yep. Very different stuff.
A butch and a bitch are very different.
Very different, okay? She gets the lowdown from the bitch guy.
But you can be a butchy bitch, which is,
You can.
You
That's
can't.
also a
Don't
category.
tell me what I can and can't be.
Then the gang loves the taxi driver guy. They jump out. Everybody's getting weapons. But they leave without saying a word.
Right, he sneaks out to do this. He's like, here, everybody, grab a sword. And then he comes back, and you're like,
yeah.
What was that? But
I just like that everybody's just kind of just getting horrible weapons and walking away. Like, nobody's getting what's going to happen. It's just like, cool. Give me a sword and give me a knife and a gun.
They sneak out, and they're, like, sleeping next to each other in chairs. Like, Sham is in a sit-up chair, and then Sandy's in, like, a very uncomfortable wooden bench, and he's sleeping there. It's like, you have a bed here. This is your hotel room. And his neck is cranked up on that wooden thing. Like he's got his head up on this wooden arm. Like, what?
And I wrote, just like a man, sleeps like a baby in the most awkward position while his wife is missing.
Sucking his
thumb.
So
cozy, bitch.
He's like, finally, I get a night of peace and quiet.
And Steph is saying, I'm not impressed. Go underwater and eat my pussy again. So now it's like Batman montage of them getting ready to go to the palace.
Let's do this. And this is where it finally picks up a little bit of steam in what I thought we would get, which was an adventure film. Like, I thought coming into it, we were getting, an adventure film, something along the lines of which it was ripping off, like Jewel of the Nile, Romancing the Stone, things of that nature, just like a journey through jungle or different types of terrain. And we finally
and then he shoots a fucking snake.
Not only does he shoot a snake, it's like a falling snake. The snake barely, it's just like falling. And he's like, Gugh! You shot a falling snake.
What is wrong with you?
Oh God, I'm falling. Oh God, what?
You're dying.
Why did a PA just throw me? He just dropped me from a ladder. What the hell's happening?
I was so mad when he shot that snake. I was just like, there's just no point to do that. You're such a bitch.
Especially because Sham goes, he was not poisonous. He's harmless.
Right.
That's a harmless snake. You just shot us.
You just shot him in the face for no reason.
How else are you going to skeet shoot in India. You shoot flying snakes.
Oh my God, you idiot. And then it shows the brown-faced detective on a horse.
Yes. Outrageous!
Outrageous!
Which
That's
was
his
his catchphrase. But it was outrageous!
Cancelled!
That was his delivery.
Ew, that was so good.
I'm sorry.
Ew, you just did the best job.
Pretending like I wasn't taking a shower going, this is outrageous!
Yes, oh my God, you really nailed it in a horrible way. So now this is another scene that was so stressful for me. And I bet their stunt doubles were like, you want us to fucking do what? So they have a big-ass basket.
The wicker basket that they float down the river in. I was like, why are they in a wicker basket? That's not safe.
It was huge, horrible waves. Like
circular thing that they're not controlling at all. They're just like flopping around.
And you see it filling up with water. And those poor stunt doubles just have those horrible wigs on. And they're like, oh my God. They said they would take care of our families if anything happened.
Hence why they shot it in India.
Yes. It's so bad. And then it shows them like in a calmer part, like getting all dry. The wicker's all dry, just getting out. Okay, that was really rough, but we survived.
And then they get to the part where they're like, okay, I see the guy that's going to take this bloodstone off my hand. And
the rope bridge.
Back. The rope bridge. And so he starts to cross and something goes weird. And everybody's like, they're surrounded. Also, Sham does this. He like pulls his gun out and does this like quick twirl. Because everything he has to do is
Flair.
With pizzazz. Yes.
As the kids would say, he's got Riz.
They're surrounded. There's nothing they could do. Then there's like a little tussle and Sham goes after Sandy and he's like, I got to go after him. I got to get on that bridge. So he starts crossing the bridge. And this part I thoroughly enjoyed. I wish we stayed on it because they did a double burn of this bridge on both sides with it in the middle. Boy, did I liked that shot. I thought it was fantastic.
It was great.
And the jump off of the bridge, fantastic.
The perfect dive.
I wish we had a little bit. I wish they milked it just a little bit more.
He deserved it. He deserved to have a bigger moment there.
Yeah, I think so.
Because he's jumping into those waters that they just were in that wicker basket, and they're insane. And it's like, he's going to die.
But guess what? He didn't die.
He didn't die.
He didn't die. So Sandy's in a cage now. And for some weird reason, this group of people that just ambushed them, like there's a guy
the dance, doing this weird dance, the dance with
holding
the
it up, and they've got their like
guns. Oh, we got it. Like this isn't going to benefit us at all. We're giving this to someone else.
Like, and you could tell none of them were enthusiastic to do this dance. They're just like,
they were told to do it. They're like, okay,
this is really stupid. They're going to ambush us.
Do it, or we won't give you lunch. He survives, of course, because he's a badass motherfucker.
Of course,
he rejoins Sandy, and they take on all these dudes. They beat the shit out of all of them. There are two left standing, and they throw one off the cliff immediately. Like
immediately.
We only need one for information.
But then like the cliff is really 15 feet into water.
Yeah, they just watched him survive it. So they're like, okay, that's it. All right. But they tell him
to kill that guy.
And when he gave them the information of the secret way to get in the palace, they're like, you said you would let me go. We'll let you go, all right.
Ha ha.
And they let him go. But then they show him like swimming away.
Yeah. Like he's like, oh, now I'm all wet. This is what I hate the most.
Yeah. Oh, man. And then they ride elephants. And of course, I was pissed when they showed the detective riding a baby elephant. It's like, that baby elephant is not getting paid enough.
What, does he get paid in peanuts?
Well, maybe he is getting paid enough. Elephants really like those.
They love peanuts. At least my research by watching Dumbo.
That movie is so sad.
It's so sad.
Now, my big note on the top of this page is Sham has the coolest sneakers. Like, I love that he just wears...
I didn't even notice his sneakers.
He wears, like, cool Vans.
Cool. So they go into the cave, right?
Yes.
They were this cave to like sneak in, and they get to the point where they're about to go up, and it's like they start to go up, and they see a Bengal tiger
Yeah.
And they immediately shut it and they're like, oh, what do we do? But before they even say, what do we do? There's a voice off screen that goes like, Van Hoven wants the Bengal tiger in the foyer or something like that. And it immediately leaves. So you're like, oh, are they in? You didn't even get to finish your thought. Like, how are they going to get around this Bengal tiger? They just solved the problem.
Yeah. We're taking the
Why
tiger.
introduce us to a Bengal tiger to not like use it?
Do
They used it
anything
one
with
other
it.
time. They just walk it through the palace and no one looks at it. I don't know if you watched. Nobody turned their face.
No, but maybe they said, if you look at the tiger on set, it will kill you.
It will attack you.
No eye contact. It's everybody's.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
There's another snake. He doesn't shoot the snake this time, though, thank God.
But it is a cobra. And Sean just goes, go away. Go away.
Go away, Cobra.
Cobra, very dangerous. Go away.
This bitch will shoot you in the damn face. You need to get going.
I have respect for you. Go away.
And then McVeigh slides down all cool. They kill those two dudes crazy loud. He slides down the banister. Like,
why did he slide down the banister like he was a 12-year-old?
This is slumber party.
That's the joke. It was like, that's what I'm talking about, the jokes of this film. Like, it's just like, why did you do that? You might as well just, like, when you got down off the banister, you should have grabbed it like you were pulling a wedgie out. Like, you should have done that. Why not?
Super loud. Like, you're sneaking to the bows. You kill him so loud. And then, whee! We all know that Matt gives you a wedgie, bitch. We all know you got it. And
we
now
all got it.
I like that the Dutch man, what's his name?
Ludwig van Hoven.
Ludwig. He says, your husband wouldn't play games with me, would he? And it's like, oh, you can tell he wants him to play games with him.
He wants to play games. Ludwig loves games.
He loves it. He was so hard.
So they get to a part where they're like, okay, we're gonna zip line across. So I'm gonna throw a grappling hook, and I need help with this joke because I don't understand this joke.
The Irish thing?
I do not understand.
I have no idea. My ancestors were Irish.
Let me flip it to my DMs. He says, Sean goes, be careful. Don't worry, my ancestors were Irish. Like, were Irish people known for being careful?
No, like I have no. What has happened? They're drunks who do crazy ass shit.
And eat potatoes. I mean, there's like, is it a bomb thing? Because you could say maybe the IRA bombing stuff, that was a thing, but that's not being careful. I mean, you have to be careful to make a bomb, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Never done that ever in my life, and I wouldn't know how I wanted to. Is that long enough? Is that convincing?
I'm scared to even talk about it. They're listening.
Cut that out. Yeah, they're listening. I hope someone's listening. We got 5 listeners. It's just the government.
Yeah, and so I wrote down to ask you about that.
Yeah.
I was like...
I'm glad we're both on the same page of that, because I was like, what the hell? Somebody please slip in my DMs and tell me what this means.
My ancestors are Irish, and I have no idea what that means. There are things about my people that I don't understand.
I'm only 3%.
Yeah, I mean, mine is like hillbilly Irish. Like, we've been over here a long time.
Way too long.
Way too long.
Get out, Jen.
Get out. But my dad's side was German, so it's like always like, we both say, oh, what's your heritage?
I will not tell you.
We don't have to talk about that. My mom used to say that there was Cherokee in our bloods.
But we all know she was lying.
Yeah, absolutely. I did my DNA, and it's like, no, bitch. Not even 0.01% Cherokee, bitch.
No, really, I belong here.
I'm not just all the shitty ones. Anyways.
So
back to the dinner party.
He tries to slide down. He gets stuck. And of course they see him and they're captured immediately. Because why have any more adventure? Let's cut the adventure out of this adventure film.
Well, thank God that they cut that short because Steph was not impressed with the fireworks.
No.
She had to let
What
him
do
know.
you think about those? I've been to Disneyland.
Yeah. Fireworks are kind of the same everywhere.
Don't know if you've been out of
Yeah.
India.
This isn't the only place with them, dummy. Yeah. And I don't know if anyone else noticed it, but I am a little nipple obsessed. Her nipples in that outfit were
I'll have to
so
rewatch.
zing, zing. From the front, it looked fine and normal. I mean, not that it doesn't look fine, but she turned to the side and it was like Madonna cone boobs.
So if you don't know, in films, they keep sets really cold.
Yeah, and she was like,
There's one reason they do it. They say it's to keep everyone awake. Girl, that ain't it.
No, they want them big pointy nipples. So do I.
Thank God for Hollywood.
Thank God. Yes. So then they find out it's a fake diamond or a fake ruby.
It's the fake bloodstone.
Like,
this is not the
fake bloodstone.
It's made out of glass.
It just
like
shatters.
Everything else.
But it shatters and then it leads to a cool sword fight.
It does. So what I love is like we have a sword fight, we have horses, we have explosions, punching, all kinds of mayhem. And what does Sham do? Steals jewelry.
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
a powerful
of
guy.
Well, I was just bringing this to you to show you an example of what's inside.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Here you
cool.
go.
It just immediately cuts to the round table of textile people.
Well, after like we have the whole thing with Inspector Sham coming in, going like cleaning up the mess after the big climax,
taking the credit,
doing all that. Yes, and we do cut to boardroom of textile
people.
Executives. I love like, why are you giving us anything with the textile stuff? Because you gave us no textile information whatsoever.
No,
you're just like it's textile, and everything said is like the vaguest.
Yeah, I'm a businessman.
Yeah, what do? I do business. I write checks and I sign them.
Wow, that sounds important.
I have employees.
Yeah, and then it was the callback to that foreshadowed thing. The streets know everything while he's in the business meeting.
Yes.
Right? So then he remembers. Hold on. I think I need to go tie up some loose ends.
Figured it out. Let me travel back to India.
Where Sham is just very casually sitting out in a field holding the stone. Oh, I've just been sitting here all week.
Oh, you found me.
Like, why he's just sit out in the grass holding something that's like worth $7 billion or something.
And then the most ridiculous, of course, Inspector Rashad comes back in. Oh, I'm going to take it from you because you can't have that and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But there's a reward. And it's just the most anti-climb. Like, why even have this?
Outrageous. You can't do it.
Did you have something to say before I say the last line of the film again?
No, well, they said they're going to split it 3 ways. Yeah. And he's trying to argue it, and they're like, no, we're splitting it 3 ways. So I'm like, you're bringing up 3 ways a lot. I think somebody's got a crush on Sham.
Huh?
And then he throws his cig in his mouth. Sham
pops in his mouth again. He's got to show that off like 4 or 5 times in the movie. He's like, look at the trick that I learned. I learned this like for this movie, and I'm going to just hit that hammer. Yeah. The last line of the film. Guys, wait, I want to get this exactly right. And I'm not going to because I didn't write it down.
It's something like I think I see a bathroom down there.
I don't mean to get too excited, but is that a bathroom over there? Because there was a random building they were walking to, and it's such an ADR bad, like, I don't understand why we did this.
Why do you want to be that bitch?
You have to be her character.
She was this high class.
Okay, here's the thing about your character. You gotta go potty all the time. You're not impressed by anything.
You're race rich, but you have to shit all the time. You're obsessed with it.
You have one obsession. It's going potty.
I would be so mad.
So the movie MVP for who? Who do you got for you?
Definitely Sham for me.
Yeah, Rajinikanth. Yeah.
Yeah,
I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But
his facial expressions only would be enough for me to have enjoyed the film.
Yeah, because he does bring a star power to it that nobody else does. I mean, there's some good character actor work in there.
Yeah.
But he definitely has a charisma about him that shines a little brighter than everyone else. Remake, reboot, reimagine, remastered, or sequel. You want to go first?
I want a sequel.
You want a sequel?
I do.
Okay. See, for me, I want a remake, but can we hear your sequel? Do you have any thoughts on it, or you just...
Yeah, I want to see what happens when they get the money. I want to see how these characters spend the money, the $7 million.
Is it an adventure film?
It's another like buddy cop kind of thing. It's like maybe somebody's at it again. And
they're at it again.
And Sham's like, Sandy.
Let me call some people
McVeigh.
McVeigh.
We're the
What's in the name? We
Yeah.
didn't talk about that.
Yeah, he was really particular about how you say his name.
What's in the name? William Shakespeare. Fuck you, David Mamet. That was a pretty good line.
It was. They were good. They were showing their intellect.
Yeah.
There's more to them than we can see.
Yeah. They like plays.
No, I want to see a buddy comedy with those two. An action buddy comedy. Maybe Steph gets taken again.
Whoa.
Look at how many times Liam Neeson's daughter got taken.
Made a career.
Yeah.
He's made a career of getting taken.
Steph is going to get... See, this is the thing. The Dutch guy never got over. Steph was the only one that put him in his
that
place.
Was not impressed.
Yeah.
If there's one person I never impressed.
It's going to be like indecent proposal.
I'll give you $1 million. And she's like, I got like 15 million in my pocket.
Your money.
I'm not impressed by $1 million. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you this Bengal tiger.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit. Did I look at it the first time? No. I won't look at it again. I don't care. So I want to see that story play out. Like maybe him and Sham fall in love and her and the Dutch man fall in love. And at the end, they're just like all on a double date. Like, look, it really works out for everybody. I'm not mad. I'm not mad either. So that's my sequel.
Fantastic. And then they just all hook up at the end. That's what you want.
Yeah, in that 2-foot fountain tub.
I go with remake on this one because I want more of a buddy comedy out of this, but and also I want that true adventure because I felt a little misled on the adventure part of it. Cause we had such a small journey, and this should be like a journey through whatever terrain you're going to be through, whether it's jungle, the desert, whatever. And I
feel like they ran out of budget sometimes. Like they would have a great setup and they're like, okay, that's all we can shoot of that. And but that's literally like most of the film.
It all happened in hotel rooms or the palace or just the big city. And just a little stuff that we got of the, outdoorsiness of it. I was like, okay, cool. It was odd because they're in a wicker basket, but but I wanted more of that zone. And also the Bloodstone should have been a bigger than it is. It should have had some, even if it's
less plastic,
mystical, less plastic, and even if it has some kind of mystical quality instead of just being a piece of jewelry, and Van Hoven just being a guy who's like, I want jewelry. That was all he was. He was not an impressive bad guy. There was nothing sinister about. I want at least something try to get this jewel because it has magical, mystical powers. Give me that adventure disbelief thing.
It belongs in India. That's why I did it.
Yeah. And also Stephanie needs to be more active.
Yeah.
needed to be more active. Like she
Well, she could have gone to the bathroom. Maybe she had a lot more in her.
She had one thing she could think about. When you need a potty, that's all you can think about. They're not wrong.
Oh my God.
Also, more snakes and more tigers. That's like,
yeah.
But that's what I want. More of a buddy comedy adventure.
That hits the things that I want more of.
And I think we just need more films like that, because we used to, in the 80s, they had a bunch of those adventure things, and we got to get them now and then. They had one, The Lost City or something like that a couple of years ago that wasn't bad. It was adventurous. Adventurous?
Adventurous. Nevada. Yeah, okay, look, if you ever want to see me get twisted up, just watch Not So Current Events. I forget how to read. What's the music starts for that?
And this week's special guest for the Nostalgia of the Week is Tina Powers, candy cigarette enthusiast.
Well, hey, y'all, thank you for having me on your little program. I'm so glad to be talking about candy cigarettes. They were such a big part of my upbringing. You know, my mama, she had a cigarette attached to her fingers at all times. And when she had to use her fingers for something, she put in here an all tight lip. She got ashes in my pigtails, okay? My mama smoked for everything. And when I asked Santa Claus for something, he brought it because I was a good little girl. I was. I minded my business. I had a smart mouth, but I was okay. I went to church sometimes, and he would bring me candy cigarettes every year for church, okay? Me and Santa Claus had a good relationship. Now, I'll tell you what they started trying to demonize these. They started trying to say that kids who use these candy cigarettes was going to grow up to be the future smokers of America. That's a bunch of bullshit. Let me tell you something right now. I don't smoke, okay? Except pot and crack and opium. Yeah, and pine needles when I'm super desperate, okay? But not cigarettes. Hell yeah, I tell you. Hell yeah to candy cigarettes. I watched a damn movie. Y'all talking about a movie, Bloodstone? What? Well, fuck. The cat'll get that one. He'll be jumping up these curtains all night. Right here, Kings. Y'all have a good rest of your program. I'm going to cut it back to you. So that was another fun one. That was an adventure.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, enjoyed definite parts of it. There were some uncomfortable things in the film, and, you know, I feel like we should have figured all that stuff out by the 80s, but we didn't.
There are some of those things that some people still haven't figured out yet.
Yeah, they still haven't figured it out. But you know what? All we can do is be uncomfortable.
Yay. And on that, I'm Jenny Wenger.
And I'm Jeremy Briggs. Or what? As people say.
Y'all are pieces of shit.